Hi. Just kind of raise this a little bit. I don't know if I was ever actually going to make this video. My thought was to make it and release it on my birthday, but I need to vent because something just happened that just. I've been dealing with a lot of shit. I've been dealing with some shit this past year, but it's more than that. I've been dealing with this shit since 2022. It hasn't stopped. And I feel like I need to vent, and the internet's a place to do that, I guess. Like I said, I was gonna wait, even if I even did this video, but I don't know. I feel like I need to get this out there. Maybe. Like I said, I've been dealing with a lot of shit. You guys know about my mom and her cancer and everything, and what you don't know is that I also went through something last year, personally. It all started like many, many years ago. I want to say 2013. I think my grandma was still alive when it first happened, but I don't know. Maybe not. And maybe it was 2016, because that was a year that crap happened to me. But I started feeling pain around it was the butt crack, butt cheek, my right one here, around that time, and I noticed there was like a bump back there, so after dealing with it maybe a couple of days, I said I can't. It's so much pain, I can't do it anymore. So I walked my ass to the hospital after watching Cape Fear. I know I watched Cape Fear. It was a long ass movie, and I decided to sit there and finish it, then walk off. Yeah, I think because he was over here for NXT and he left, and I finished watching the movie. I think I don't know. Maybe I watched it after NXT. I don't know. I watched the whole thing. Which is probably why I had experience with that movie. It's a good movie, but anyway. So I went to the hospital, and they said it was a boil that they needed to drain. So they did that, and a couple years went by, and it came back. This was still pre-pandemic, but it came back, and again I went to see them, and they said, "Oh no, they should have done surgery. You gotta have this lasered off in surgery, and you're gonna have to sit home for 2 weeks." And I'm like, I don't know. I said I need to talk it over. So they drained it, and they said I need to talk it over. My mom's like, "No, we can't do that. They drained it already." "Yeah, no, we can't do that. Just, we're not gonna do it." So, yeah, we had to. Yeah. So flash forward to last year, in the middle of my mom, before she was having the treatments or the start of her treatments, but she needed help. She was still in pain. It's before she started her treatments, but she was, in pain. She needed help. We're getting ready for her treatments, and we had to clean all the bathrooms in my mom's house. And in doing so, I sweated a lot, which aggravated the boil, and it came back. And I was so nervous to tell her because I'm supposed to be there for her, and what am I going to do? So I finally told her, and we got it very quick because I was in pain. So it was Sunday. It was a Sunday or a Saturday appointment. We went Saturday, Sunday, whatever. We had an appointment on a weekend, which was maybe because I think it was a Thursday. I was staying there because I didn't have to work that Friday, so I think it was a Saturday. Anyway, we went there, and the guy was really nice, not goofy, and he said, basically, I can pop it for you, but he brought up the surgery, and there was no way I could sit at home for 2 weeks while she needed my help. There's no way. The timing was not appropriate. So he said, "No, we're just gonna drain it." He did that. The pain eventually went away. But yeah, that was the least of my problems for the last few years because I've been dealing with a situation. I've mentioned it, sort of mentioned it on camera. I have a situation. I mean, you may notice some significant changes. I stopped doing the wrestling corner in the bedroom with the wrestling corner stuff years ago for a certain reason. This chair has changed. You may notice it's not the computer chair, and I've taken whatever fabric was on this off. And that's because since spring of 2022, I've been dealing with a bed bug infestation that has not been dealt with. Mostly because the idiot pest control guy refused to do anything. And I'll explain it. Because once you hear my story, you're going to be like, this guy has no common sense. Yeah, no fucking shit. So it was spring of 2022. I woke up in my bed and I had marks on my arms. Now, they appeared to me as sort of like little skin bubbles. Like, I want to say they're like hives, but not as prominent. But they appear to me like that, little bubbles on my skin. So I know what they look like. I've dealt with these 2 times before. Once in 2016 and another time in 2019, which coincided with the release of 2K20. If you don't think that game is bad already, I was cursed. But it got me through it, so I had to, so I told the caretaker we had at the time. He came, he looked, couldn't find any signs of them because they had like black crap you could find. I had a pillow the second time that had a bunch of the black spots all over it. So, yeah, I know what that looks like. But he couldn't find any signs of it. And then, so I moved everything. I was sleeping on a couch for a while. And this went over a year because it was about late summer, early fall, August, September of 2023, where I went to go to work. I got my bag, I had my shirt, got my bag. It was warm out still, so I was walking the hallway. I was waiting for the elevator, and I looked down. There was one crawling on my work shirt. And so I quickly went back, and I put it in a Ziploc bag to save it, to show them. And they started doing, like, bi-yearly, like, every 3 months or so, they'll come and do an inspection thing. So, he was going to do that, so, I think I told the caretaker, I found one. He said, oh, he's coming, whatever days. And so I showed him. And he looked at it, and he checked, he couldn't find anything. And then he's okay, I'll wait about a week, and then we'll see. And, because I was sleeping on the couch, I wasn't getting bit, I didn't see anything. Came back, he looked again, he said, where did you find it? And I don't know. I want to be truthful. I was in the hallway. He's like, oh, that could come from anywhere. I'll just say it's a fluke. I should have stood my ground and said, well, I know you didn't find anything, and I know that you can say fluke, whatever, but it was still on my shirt. I think we should do something, but I didn't. I took it for whatever. Shouldn't have, but I did. And so I brought something from the couch, from the bed to the couch, and I shouldn't have. I had we call him Zeke. It's a Baby Yoda, Grogu thing. My son has the same one. I got one for him, and I wanted my own. Shut up. Yes, I slept with it. He goes sleep in the bed. So I brought it from bed to the couch. And within a week, I was getting bit on the couch. So that's when, you know what? He was wrong. And I got him. So I told the caretaker. And he said, oh, he'll be in a couple days. And at this point, we are now transitioning to a new caretaker. Which is also against my luck. Because I was dealing with the first caretaker for the longest time. I knew him. I got to know him. I trusted him. I barely met this guy. I'm meeting this guy for the first time during this inspection thing. So that throws me off. And I'm autistic, so it's hard for me to talk to people I don't really know that much. I'm getting used to it. But, so he comes in, and he looks, and he can't find anything. And I said, well, I'm getting bit on the couch now, so we need to set something up. He says, I can't do anything unless you show me a bug. And I said, well, I showed you one last time and you ignored it. And all I got back was, if you're going to argue with me, I'm just going to leave. which told me if you push it, it's just gonna make things worse. So I'm like whatever. And so you wonder, hey, Scotty, were you sleeping? Well, I'm sleeping on the bathroom floor. Yep. I started by piling some towels together, but then I started getting bit again, so I washed all that stuff, and I'm using a double roll paper towel, Bounty double roll paper towel in a plastic wrapping as a pillow. Yep, that's my living situation. Yeah, and I was using a blanket, but my nerves starting getting the best of me, so now it's just they hang up there. If I get cold, because it's winter, I will bring one down, but otherwise I don't use it, no. And again, you may notice I changed chairs. That's because one day, I was still going to see my son at this point, visitation. I came home, I'm sitting here, and I'm going to get ready to go to Hy-Vee, so I get my music and everything going, and I'm walking to Hy-Vee, and I'm starting to itch. And I notice the marks. And I'm like, oh shit, my chair's now infested. Yeah, it lasted a while, but it's now infested. So I came home and I put that chair in the bedroom, and I'm now sitting on a steel chair. Yeah, but I found a bug, and we got a new pest control guy who seems nice, but he said it was too small to tell. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, still dealing with it. And then a few weeks ago, I decided I'm getting tired. I'm sitting here. I'm gonna lay down with my phone, because at the time that the TV I had, the Roku remote I had using for the Roku that was in the bedroom and not a bathroom, I got wet, so it kind of wasn't working right. So I had to use my phone to sync it to YouTube, and that's the only thing I could go. So when I watch cable, I had to put it on the Spectrum app on the phone. So I'm laying there watching Saturday Night Live, and I noticed the marks again. I tried to. It was like the worse this gets. I'm getting itchy talking about it, but the worse this gets, the more I have to do laundry. And so when I'm washing the laundry, I'm doing the heat. It's taking the edge off. It's helping, but I was gonna do laundry that next day. Guess they couldn't wait. And now I'm starting to feel like stuff's crawling on me because I'm talking about it. It's my nerves, man. It's my nerves. It itch. So I find one, and I said whatever. Oh no, they told me. So they came. That's right. I think was that the when I found the bigger one? No, it was one night. No, yeah, because I woke up with marks 3 times. So it was one night. I find one, right? Was that? Because at that point they said they already sprayed. So I was just watching whatever that night. Yeah, because it was okay. So there was one time I was watching it, and then I got bit, and I found the bug and I put it in a Ziploc bag. I told the caretaker. He said they were coming in the next day. They came in, but the problem is they came in at 8:00 in the morning when I'm at work, so I couldn't talk to anyone to get something put out. So he said to hang the bug on the fridge with the magnet. He said to put it somewhere where they can find it. I hung it on the fridge. As soon as you walk in the door, you can see it. I went to talk to him there that day because they never came back in. I came home, my door was unlocked, all the lights were on. Hello? I know electricity is a part of the... No, electricity I have to pay utilities for it. Anyway, I have a fixed thing though. So, it's easier for me. So I talked to the guy, and he's like, I couldn't find the bug, but we sprayed. I'm like, you couldn't find it? No, I didn't see it. Okay, so they sprayed. Less than a week goes by. Again, I'm going to watch Saturday Night Live, and I get the marks again. So I messaged Big LT because he's going through a similar thing where he lives. And I said, well, whatever they sprayed didn't work. I got bit again. And I found another bug. A bigger one. So it was an adult. But sorry, I'm getting frustrated the more I talk about this. So I told the caretaker, I went down the next time I was able to talk to him, and I said, well, it didn't work because of the spray. And it's hard to understand because he's Mexican. No offense to anyone, but it's kind of hard to understand. He was trying to tell me is that it hadn't taken effect yet. It was about to be a week. 2 days to a week. It was 2 days short of a week. You think it would take effect, but no dice. No dice. No dice. Oh, I missed the step. Sorry, there was a point between when that pest control guy came that one time and where I found the bug, when I had my computer chair and I found the bug. Sleeping in there, I was starting to give it too. That's when I started to do my laundry more frequently. But it was causing me to miss work. And work was calling, wondering what was going on. And I had to tell them. And they said there's not much they can do. But they had me call my caseworker, and I got in touch with her. And she called management. And management called me, and we had a conversation. And she, on the line, she sounded mortified. And I told her what it was. I figured now they're going to have to force them to do a treatment. All they did was do a building-wide inspection. And he still fed me the same line. Well, you have to show me something before I can do anything. Are you serious? By this point, I've lost it. I'm telling you, I'm sleeping on the bathroom floor. It's causing me to miss work. Obviously, I'm getting bit. What else do I have to tell you to prove to you? And I brought up the bug again. He's like, what bug? I'm like, I showed you back in like August, October. Or September, October. Oh, that could have been a box elder bug. It's if I don't know the difference between a box elder bug and a fucking bed bug. To me, it's like he was doing everything he could to not do his fucking job. We got a new guy now, and I still can't get anything done because, I don't know. What I need is a heat treatment. At one point, my friends and family were telling me I was just losing my mind, that it was all in my head. Because I'm a hypochondriac, I know that. But I was right this whole time, since 2022, trying to tell anyone who would believe me that I have them. I have my friend Eric in Florida tell me, if you had them since then, by now they'd be all over the place. Well, not necessarily, they like to hide, and I do have them. But, yeah, he tells me it was the spread, you gotta wait. And now I wasn't able to go see my son the last weekend I was supposed to have him. I'm not gonna go see him this time. And now the biggest fucking thing that's happened to me is the TV I bought from Big LT. And that it admittedly was overused. It was going out, but I was hoping it would last. It just went out. Maybe about a half hour ago, an hour ago, from what I don't know. It just went out. It was starting to fade. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and it'd be dimmed. I'm like, oh. And so I had it on. I had the video game on. I was watching something. I went in the bathroom. When I came back out, the screen was black. And this frustrates me because I had what I was going to do with my next 2 paychecks set. Because I need to buy W2K25. So I was going to save. Because I was planning to buy the Bloodline edition. I'd have to spend $140 because of tax. So, 70 this check, 70 next check, boom. Now, I can't do that, and I had to spend that money on a new, smaller TV. Hopefully they have one at Walmart, because, I don't know. I don't need anything big. You know, I need just decent. I think this one's like 24-inch. Python's brother. No, the 24-inch. By the way, there's no way he had 24-inch pythons. But anyway, this is just another shit on the shit pile that is my life lately. I wanted to get this out. I wanted to vent because I need to vent. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna help my case, but I feel like that fucking the first pest control guy. I'm not gonna say names. The first pest control guy, I feel like he was doing everything he could to get out of doing his job, and then it feels like the guy they have now just, I don't know, is doing a basic spray, which is not what I need. I need a heat treatment, which is what the first 2 times I had him, it took care of him. I didn't have him for a few years. I'm at my wit's end at this point. Because yeah, and it's Tuesday. I'm recording this, right? So I have to now deal 3 days. I can't sleep without the TV, so I'm gonna have to do 3 days of moving this TV into the bathroom, so I can sleep when I go to bed. Because I can't do it. It's a thing with the dark. Yes, I'm afraid of the dark. Shut up. It's more of what. It's not the dark itself, but what could be in the dark. I could try a nightlight. I'm not for, but I don't know. A TV works better, I guess is what I could say. I don't know. So I'm going to have to do like tonight, tomorrow, Thursday night, and hopefully Friday I can go cash my check, go to the bank, get the money, whatever. And I thought about asking my mom if I could just take my paycheck, my checkbook, and go get one that's decently priced. But it is cold outside, and I'm not walking all the way to Walmart, which is not far from where I live, but it's still cold when it's minus 5 degrees. Yeah. And I'm supposed to still have dinner with my folks on Thursday for my birthday, so perhaps I'll get birthday money. I don't know. It's not really something I'm hoping on. It's just a thing. I'm not planning on, I'm not hoping on, whatever. It's just a thing. It's just there. Either way. I don't know. But I don't know. Guys, I just wanted to get this out there. So I wanted to vent. So it's out there because sometimes they say venting helps. And this has helped. And you're my loyal subscribers. You should understand what's going on with my life. So there you go. There's my situation. Oh, I forgot to mention what. So that night that I found the second bug, like I said, I messaged Big LT and he said he was dealing with the same things. And even with he has similar steel chairs that have the fabric things on it, and he's starting to get bit when he's sitting on those. So I immediately grabbed a screwdriver and took all that shit off and threw it away. Because I ain't dealing with that. Nope. It's already been tough to sit on the chair with the stuff. Because before he's like, they don't bother, but now they're starting to, because it's starting to get worse. I don't know. When you're a kid and they said sleep tight, don't let bed bugs bite, you never thought they were real, but now because they weren't at the time, at least in America they weren't, but then now they're here, and I'm not getting into that, but they're here, and I wish they would just go away. Like lice. Remember in the 90s, lice was a thing, and now it's kind of gone? Can they be like the lice and go away? And nothing worse come? Please? You know what I mean? Like, I pay rent. I shouldn't have to live like this, right? I don't know. I pay rent to sleep in the bathroom, apparently. Thank you guys for hearing me out. If you stuck to the whole video. If you stopped halfway and go, this guy's a kook, whatever. But I love you guys. My loyal subscribers. We are heading towards 700. And I haven't even done the thing for the 600 yet. You guys have kept me alive, by the way. Doing the reviews for you guys and keeping it going, it has helped. So I thank you guys. That was another thing. I was going to wait till I get to 700 and say this too. But no, dude, now. Yeah, I thank you guys for keeping me going through all of this. So, thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.